Right, let's see. We on? Are we go? Are we getting video? Or is this continue getting the game capture and not the... There we go. Right, we're on. Let's go. Okay, so controller support stopped me from doing anything at all. I guess we're not playing on a controller then. Sorry to quickly have to do this in the middle of a stream. Kind of a little embarrassing. Wait, no, I just don't think I was connected to the controller to the game. Are we just not on the... Are we connected to the game? There we go. Right. Hello everyone, welcome to my sixth, Sage 21 stream. This is Sonic Before the Sequel Plus. I can't help but notice how blurry the Sage logo is there. And I also can't help but notice that Tails has blue stripes on his shoes. That's not the most accurate in the world. In case you couldn't guess from the title, this is a remake of Sonic Before the Sequel in the kind of style of Sonic Mania. Apparently, according to some people, it's kind of a demake because it makes the game worse, notably in the cutscenes a lot. I haven't played the original game, so I can't really commentate on how well it is as a remake, but I have noticed, looking at the cutscenes, that, my god, characters are blurry as hell. Like, really blurry. As in, painfully so. I haven't really played this. I've only got up to kind of this point to see how it works with the titles, how my audio kind of balances. If anybody is online, can you tell me whether my mic is being like really crackly, whether my voice is really crackly? Because I've noticed that in a couple of the old streams. It's really annoying to go through a stream and then realise your voice is really crackly. It's a problem with OBS that doesn't seem to that you can't seem to fix, apparently. Oh god. That's embarrassing. Spend too long in the title screen and the game shuts down. That's a bit embarrassing. Okay, not going to do that again. Yeah, but so far I've only ever got up to this point, so I'm just going to skip all of this now because I've just discussed it all. So yeah, if my voice is coming up really crackly, I will apologise now. Right, cutscenes, yes. And now my controller's disconnected as well, of course. Why would I expect anything else? I think all of these are going to be fine settings. I'm kind of just going to have to hope when it comes to controls that it's all just kind of standard, you know, arrow keys for movement, S for jump and stuff. But yeah, as already mentioned, I haven't actually played this game before, so I don't really know what it's going to be like. What's that? But I will say, cutscene-wise, it has a kind of problem where sprites are really blurry. Or seems to use a lot of reused assets from Sonic CD intro. From the looks of it, they all at least very similar, so I'm assuming they're traced to something and then put into pixel art. I have no idea what any of that was supposed to mean. I guess that I'm assuming that this is before Sonic 2 when it comes to the sequel. That's embarrassing. Seriously, what's going on with my controls? I can't move at all now. Right, this is getting ridiculous. Is this where the controller works? Oh, now the controller works, and I can only... What? Why is jump square? What kind of game puts jump as square? Right, okay. Once we've got past this little bit here, we'll go and see how this game works, because again, I don't really know what movement options you have in this game. Okay, so you got the drop dash, that's good. I always like having the drop dash in the game. Spin dash, I'm assuming is in it? Yep, spin dash is in the game. So yeah, drop dash and spin dash. Let's see, once we get past this part, can you do a peel out once we get past this little bit going? Peel out? Is that possible? I don't know what that's specifically supposed to be, but that's essentially our version of the peel out, it appears. Now, I'm going to be honest, wasn't really looking at what this level is called because I was just trying to get used to the controls because it wasn't working for some reason. Now, I'm not entirely planning on doing this entire game in a stream because I heard at least that it's a fairly long one. So I doubt I'm going to do this in a this entire game in a stream. I think I'm probably going to do the first. I hear there's 7 acts. I'm going to assume that's 2 or 3 acts per zone. Oh, sorry, there's 7 zones. I'm going to assume 2 or 3 zones an act. So we're just going to have to see how we do here. It's running pretty well, all things considered. Continue got a background, usually, especially in the last Sonic Totem, the last like proper 16-bit game. That was really lagging out, I think, having a proper foreground. So it's nice to have a game that, or a game that isn't lagging me out constantly. That's nice. Now, again, I've already mentioned this, I've never played Sonic the Sequel before in the original version, so I can't commentate on how good this game is as a remake. I can only commentate on how good it is as a game by itself, so keep that in mind. Enemy-wise, they're not annoying, but I would also say they're pretty inconsequential right now. I get that it's the first level, but that enemy doesn't seem to do anything in the ones we've seen before in the forest area. Barely even noticed them. Is it supposed to be angled like that? I've heard that this is one of the problems where it's because of the porting job, it isn't properly aligned. But I think it's supposed to look better than that, to be honest. Another inconsequential enemy. Hilltop Height Zone. That's what that was called. Come back at this. Oh, this one just did. Yeah. Overall, I'm enjoying this so far. But then again, I've said that about pretty much every fan game we've played over the last few days. But yeah, if anybody comes on, tell me whether you want to see me do this as a proper series, kind of like the Sonic the Last 2 one. I know that this doesn't have really a modding scene, but I could at least do some discussing on it. The problem is I'm not entirely sure whether I can really do Let's Play videos like this. They would be. For the simple reason that most of what I've been talking about in the first few episodes of this series has just been what people have been said in the comment section and then me just discussing it. So I'm not entirely sure how well I do discussing a game by myself with nothing to like kind of go on, but we'll see how it goes. Now I have a very important game for the final one, and I'm surprised that everybody just kinda got it out of the way right to the start. It's honestly a shame. Because I mean, if you've been looking at Sage and stuff, and if you're part of the Sonic community, it's probably one of the 2 or 3 ones you've heard of a lot, being mentioned a lot, along with things like Sonic Bros 3D and stuff. It's a 3D game. I don't think we've played any 3D games at all, actually, in this Sage. So, you know, that's kind of a cool thing. It'll be a funny game to finish on, and it'll be an actual, what do you call it, 3D game, which we haven't done up until now. Okay, little lag spikes here. I think it was just due to the sheer amount of enemies on screen there, all of those weird fish things. I've turned down the gain on my mic, so tell me now if the button pressing on my controller and stuff is particularly loud. It shouldn't be. But yeah, so far, starting, other than the fact that the starting menu music was super loud, I'd say that this is a pretty good fun game so far. I haven't really had any significant problems with it, at least so far. So that one's good. Oh, come on! I think that's the first time I've ever died with rings in tow, other than crushing, obviously. Right, extra life there. It's kind of a nice place to put it, you know. As soon as you die, you just get another life back. UI is fairly nice. I think it's supposed to be Sonic CD, and it certainly is pretty similar. I'm not noticing any significant problems so far with things like foreground and background and stuff compared to last time. I know it's noticing that a lot. Okay, you just kind of have to jump properly. Right, Do you reckon we can make that jump from here? Okay, I reckon you probably needed to jump on the weird guy there. Oh bro, this isn't exactly the most terrifying place, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, considering how much I was praising the drop dust, I'm not using that often. And that's partially because it's kind of laid down in a weird way. It seems to be hold into the button rather than pressing it again once you are... If I remember correctly in Mania, because it has merely been a little while since I played, it wasn't the drop dash a case of when you press the jump button again in midair, hence why you couldn't do it and have the drop dash and have the insta sealed at the same time. I'm going to assume it's because they were both the same thing. Signposts are kind of in a weird place. Usually they're on like a flat plateau, but the last few they've been like right at the edge of the screen. Usually they allow you to kind of center yourself on the screen, but I haven't pushed that too much. Strange noise there. I can't tell whether that was my mic or something else. Is this the third act? Nice looking. Again, I don't really get what the story is, considering that there was that cutscene at the start, but I, again, have absolutely no idea. I'm sure that if I had any idea which sequel they're talking about here, I still don't really know whether this is supposed to be like Sonic 3, taking place after the event of Sonic 3, or after Sonic 2. I'm assuming Sonic 2, because that would make more sense than, you know, Sonic before the 3-quel. That could be actually a pretty good, like, spin-off third version for this. Okay, so those two enemies appear to just be resprites of enemies from the original games. Hidden platforms in all of these mines, very sneaky. Leading up to what's up here. Yeah, the drop dash is kind of like that. It just sometimes happens when you don't mean it to, because you hold the button for too long, which I'm assuming is. How is this at all dangerous? Why the big red thing? Is that a remix? Is that a remix in the background? Green face motorbug, not exactly the most unique enemy. A little bit of input like that, but I totally enough to go. Oh, how dare they? I was kind of worried after that big long area with nothing there that I was about to run into a boss, you know, with one ring. That would have been bad. That would have also been bad running into all of those spikes. Right, let's go. I'm not entirely sure whether I was supposed to like duck or whatever to dodge those enemies, but they look too far up to actually hit you anyway, so... Was I supposed to jump in that ring, or was that supposed to be difficult? Was that supposed to be like a secret extra? I honestly can't tell, because again, I haven't played this before. I'm assuming this is a special stage. Ooh, what's this? What's going to be the main goal of this special stage? Oh, this is hurting my eyes. Oh, the really similar colours. Oh no, I don't like this. And then Sonic's weird acceleration if you get too near the edge of the screen. Oh, this is. Oh, God, I don't like this. I'm kind of tempted to just leave, so I don't have to look at this any longer. And he has this really weird thing where he, like, if you jump near the edge of the screen, he accelerates really quickly. How many rings do you need to collect, or is this just to get loads of rings for extra lives and stuff? Because I'm not seeing any like counters or whatever to say I'm near it, or any markers to say, oh, you've run out of rings or whatever. So I'm just going to have to assume that you don't need any rings. Okay, oh, I've just jumped onto a platform. Is there any way for me to get down? No way for me to get those rings now. Is that enough? Special stage completed. So what, am I able to collect Chaos Emeralds there, or? Oh, no. God, he's missing an ear. Is that just really weird, like, perception, or is he actually missing an ear there? Right. Okay, bosses are a separate act, it appears. Right, how do I damage this guy? Right, you just kind of have to get lucky. I was jumping into him 2 or 3 times there and he just didn't do anything. Oh god, this is auto acceleration. It's got the weird physics on the special stage as well. Okay, you kind of need to hit him at a certain point. Okay, back tire kind of bounces you back. Okay. You can't kind of hit his damage box from the bottom, you do need to hit it from the top. Okay. Is this just me, or is this kind of reminding me of Breezy, like that weird sentient car that Amy has? You know, it's blue, it's got eyes in roughly the same place. Oh, that guy trick-shotted me. Eggman needs to be accepted to FaZe Clan, guys, for his extreme motor skills. Oh, numbnuts. Right, okay. Let's get that ring. Oh, he kind of does this thing now where he's just dropping tons of projectiles really quickly. And just a lot of projectiles in a row. Oh! I got really bad timing here. I'm not very good at timing this. No! Oh, God, got it. Okay, I hit the tire there, but it gave me a ring. It gave me a hit anyway. I'm not complaining. Right, let's not. Why is there a cloud in the foreground? Is that supposed to be there? It looks kind of misplaced. It looks like it's not supposed to be there, to be entirely honest. I'm going to assume, considering it's just carrying on, that it is, but still. So that seemed to be like a weird mix of Green Hill Zone and Sky Sanctuary. More things that seem to be just traced from Sonic CD. Although worse. That seems to be the main complaint I've heard, that it's a lot of the actual cutscenes are pretty bad compared to the original version. Come on, Sonic, all you wanted to do was play with the motor bug. Why you gotta ruin it like that? Why are you spin dashing so slowly? Okay, so that first stage appeared to be like properly before the sequel. Right, okay. So Tails just has the spin dash and the flight. Okay. Oh god, this is the same star things as Palm Tree Panic. I always hated those star things, so I always got kinda puzzled by them. Like, they're in the background, but sometimes they're in the foreground. I've just never particularly liked them. Just thrown there. I've always think they look kinda weird. Never look like they're properly connected to anything. What? Okay, Tails is tripping. Okay, is he actually going up, or is he just really slow in this state? Right, okay, don't hit those things. I've learned to do not go trip. That's a pretty good message to not take drugs. Pretty powerful message. Otherwise, you'll essentially get those. Are those from like one of the Yoshi games? I remember hearing about them in like a Yoshi game. So, well, you know, at least in the Terminal Montage game. So maybe I admit that my knowledge of Yoshi games isn't exactly spot on. Most of my knowledge of them is based off that one Terminal Montage video we did. Checkpoints are a little differently coloured. I think they're the versions from Sonic CD. Okay, so ever since those first two, most of the enemies just seem to be recolors. Again, I don't think the motor bug would be as popular as it now is if it looked like that, to be entirely honest. Secret area? Secret area? Okay, he kind of like bounces off the top and then falls onto a platform somehow. More rings. Drop. Okay, it's lagging a bit here. I'm assuming it's because of the just sheer amount of stuff on screen at once. You know, you've got your foliage. Everything. That's actually a really cute sprite for when Tails is falling. Trying to control his fall. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. There's so many of them. Oh god. I don't like this. Please, this is a bad trip. Come on. What? Oh, damn it. I think they cancel your jump if you run into them. Okay, they don't. They just kind of make it seem like they do. Oh god. I don't like this. Please get away from me. You seem to go slower and jump lower while you're affected by their weird trip. A particularly bad trip for Sonic characters. Oh no, I'm going slow now. Right, okay, there we go. I'm finished. No rings. Great. 7,000 times. What was that sound there? Just a dong. Was that this? Why are there just really weird random sound effects? I still don't really get why Tails is like I'm gonna be honest, this game has a particular keeps doing this where it just kind of drops springs. Oh god, they're in this act as well. Oh no. Oh, this I don't like. Right, okay. Ooh. I like you. I don't like you, never mind. You're cringe. He's the sussy back. Oh, come on. That's recalling that alligator bandit cringe. He's not cringe, he's epic. He's an epic Fortnite gamer. Yeah, you definitely seem to jump lower and slower when doing that. Can you go up for her? Right, okay, you can't seem to like fly from the spring. I always kind of wish that you had those in the actual games where you can jump from the spring. Oh, come on! Okay, so there's a couple of things where you're just going to get hit for not knowing the area. It's nowhere near as bad as Sonic Totem. Sonic Totem is going to be like the new kind of standard for whether a Sonic game. It kind of tells you, well, kind of televises that you're about to get hit well or not. Okay, that's going to be like the Aquaman Sano's explanation about whether the game is telling you well enough whether you're about to get hit or not. Is it as bad as Sonic Totem? But then again, I honestly don't think anything is going to get worse than Sonic Totem, so that's kind of a low bar to clear. It's those arrow things from Aquatic Ruin, I always find those kind of annoying. They just kind of follow for ages. I never particularly like those, because you just be continuing doing an act and then, oh, now I'm getting danced by an arrow that I accidentally ran past about 4 minutes ago. But yeah, so far this is reminding me a lot of Sonic CD, considering this, I'm assuming it's supposed to be more like Sonic 2. Bit strange. Okay, so the fact there's 3 acts each, and then a 4th boss stage, kind of annoying. Does this come down? Is this a crusher? Or okay, no, it's just a permanent blockage. Again, it's not as bad as Sonic Totems, like crushers. You can never tell when that's going to come up. They just kind of do. Actually. Is this supposed to be swinging? The ball's here, but not the... Okay. The ball's there, but not the actual thing, so it's just kind of floating in place. Right, is this a case of flying up from here? Okay, there's a kind of gap there, but you can't actually access anything. Yeah, Tails only has the 1 ability, he only has the flight and the spin dash, so I guess 2, but I think considering the spin dash ability is a bit, you know, a bit ridiculous. Right, okay. Orange Motorbug, blue Buzz Bomber. Again, I don't think the colours are that great, they all look kind of nasty. Oh, come on! Ooh, dubstep in the background of my song before the sequel plus. I like this. Is the dubstep part of the drug effect or the actual game? Because that was nice, I want more. I kind of hope I don't need to take more trips though to get that cool dubstep effect again. Right. How did I fail that jump? That was the pathetic jump. Right, come on, let's go. Go. Okay, just nice to make it. Okay, I reckon that this is the case you need to... Okay, no, we're just going down here. Okay. Ooh, and special stage. Oh god, it's... How did I forget what the special stages are like that quickly? 80 rings equate to 999 points. What? I'm assuming getting past a certain point and then just gives you 999 rings, because there's no way those are going to kind of connect to each other. Right, okay. So I appear to have failed this first special stage then, because it didn't give me a Chaos Emerald, but then I can't really tell whether it actually gives you Chaos Emeralds or whether it's like the bonus stages from Sonic 3 and Knuckles and stuff. I'm going to assume it is giving Chaos Emeralds, but then... Didn't he have it in like the intro cutscene and then he lost them somehow? Again, the cutscenes are kind of confusing. I won't blame anyone for not getting what's the story, considering I don't get what the story is. Yeah, it's got like this really weird effect where the background is kind of curving, but the platforms aren't. So it's like really weird and nasty. I don't like it. Another life. Yeah, considering how easy it is to farm lives here, I'm going to assume that is the main point, is just to get more lives in this. Although then again, I found plenty of lives in the actual level, so without really trying to find these areas, so it's not exactly like lives are difficult to find here. But yeah, I'm assuming you're supposed to get the Chaos Emeralds there, but honestly, can't really be sure. Actually, no, it might just be for lives, considering you only seem to be able to get them at the start of the level. Am I supposed to? Great, of course that triggered my Alexa. Sorry for that noise. It's alright, sorry for the noise in the background there. That was my Alexa speaking. Oh my god! I don't know why I thought it was good. I'm gonna have to unplug it during streams, aren't I? Well, that was embarrassing. Okay, this boss, not particularly difficult, seemingly entirely luck. Ah, great. Maybe not luck anymore, it might just be certain death. Yeah, that is entirely luck. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. That's just a case of I hope you don't get hit while you're circling around the place, because you can't actually see it half the time. You can't see where it's firing. You seemingly can't just deactivate it, so it is just a oh, that's twice now I've gone for the jump and it's hit me. Okay, yeah, no, this fight is not good. Not good. Actually, I'm curious, can I just kinda... Okay, it does seem to have the damaging effect with the tails stuff though. That's kinda hard to do. Oh, boy, I was not supposed to fly this high. Can he fly forever? Still seemed like it there. But yeah, it seems like you can't disactivate like the bubble thing. Yeah, because it has a kind of a bumper effect, which usually signifies you can't hit something in the classic games. Really? Then again, the entire thing has a bumper effect, so maybe I'm just misjudging it. Okay, it seems to fire in your direction, the bubble thing. Or where you were standing when it fired the thing, which is kind of annoying. Because again, half the time it's off screen. It looks like you might be able to hit the guy without needing the platform, but he has the things travel around him so slowly. Okay, yeah, if you kinda hit it right, then you don't even need the platform. I'm assuming that's a speedrunning strat. Speedrunning Sonic before the sequel with Isaac. Gonna have to edit that one out. Good one. Yep, gonna have to cut that one out of the video. Stream's current bitrate, is that meaning it's really blurry? I'm assuming so. I am not feeling sorry for you at all, I hate you. I hate you! Again, it's just the Sonic CD sprites, and then you've got the normal tail sprites. Ah, it just doesn't fit at all. Right, okay. That was cool, I'm not even gonna lie. You know, people complain about automation in a Sonic game. Maybe don't play a Sonic game, their entire thing is that they're full of automation. In the very first game. Okay, those are foreground objects. This is a water zone that's actually kind of fun. Castle thing in the background. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of automation for this level. Honestly, is this the classic equivalent of Forces? Although then again, people would complain that Forces was the classic game anyway, because oh god, it's got Santiago in it. What the hell was going on with that motherfucker? Okay, I'm not exactly a big fan that a lot of the enemies just seem to be like reskins of normal enemies. You know, you got those weird brown motorbugs that don't do anything in the first one. Is that a bar you can hold on to? Right, yeah, to be able to time your jumps. Weird. Are those supposed to look like faces, or am I just seeing things? Oh, okay, yeah. You can grab onto pipes. You can't shuffle on them though, with probably a slight improvement I would make is to be able to kind of side up on bars. Okay, there's kind of like a weird rock I keep hitting as I'm... Really? Ignore the bar entirely, get on the platform. Okay, so the spring has like this weird bit on it where if you jump on the side of the spring, it doesn't actually bounce you. What is going on with this? Its momentum doesn't really feel right. Sometimes they'll launch you kind of like barely any, and other times you kind of launch you weirdly directly. Right, okay. Faces. Isaac. I'm failing at basic platforming in a Sonic game. Oh, come on. Come now. Yeah, he has kind of a weird momentum change when you jump off a side. When you're kind of jumping off a wall or whatever. So 7 acts. I reckon I'll probably do like an hour or so. Edit out some of the things I didn't mean to say during this. Okay. A nice ball. Spike ball, whatever you want to call it. That I didn't mean to say during the filming of this in studio. And then move on. Right, okay. We're now above the waterline. Good. Again, this is reminding me a lot more of Sonic CD than Sonic 2. I don't know whether that's supposed to be an idea. Right, okay, so if this has, what, 7 acts? I reckon I'll probably finish this act and look on the page to see how many acts it does have. And then I'll probably do another episode, with another 4 acts, with 4 more episodes, with the rest of the acts over kind of a let's play thing rather than a stream. Or maybe a set of streams, I don't know. Again, that'll make my decision on whether I'm even going to do like let's play videos or whether I'm just going to keep doing streams. We'll see. Then again, the entire point of these streams was so that I was better with improv discussion to actually be able to do one of those let's play things. And I feel I have improved. So, you know, if that's the kind of stuff you want to see from the channel, then good for you. If you just wanted more Sonic Road Blast 2 rankings, then you're going to have to wait until I can think of more things to actually rank in Sonic Road Blast 2. Like, what do you want me to do? Rank the Sonic Road Blast 2 enemies? Rank Sonic Road Blast 2 bosses? Okay, I was kind of making a joke there, but now I think about it, ranking the Sonic Road Blast 2 bosses, that would be a pretty good idea. Okay, Mace Ball, I don't know whether that was just me, but I could not see that one just there. Okay, I think it's supposed to circle the pattern, but the sprites don't really line up properly. Down for Z Stinger. Was I supposed to not realise that before this point? Right, can I make that jump? Yeah, just barely. Is that a different motorbug than before? I remember it looking slightly different colours. And again, I might just be going insane with the motorbug colorations already. Right down. Platforming. My favourite thing in a Sonic game. How dare they put my platforming in a platforming series. Okay, yeah. The bouncing off the sides of any object, especially spheres, it's not very good. The momentum's kind of whack when you do that. Ooh boy. Kind of getting another jump. Right, bar. Don't fail me now, momentum. There we go. Is that supposed to be one of those things in... Well, that's embarrassing. Is that supposed to be one of the things in Labyrinth Zone? The weird drill things that kind of come out of the floor? Is it just me that those things remind me of? Or is that actually what they're supposed to look like? I keep making the same mistake! Right. Yeah, they kind of just seem to come out of nowhere. Slowly roll. I kind of assumed it was going to come back after me, but I think I might have managed to get out of there just in time. Weird palace in the background. Another one! I kind of jumped to kind of be ready for it and then failed to jump in time. Right, didn't manage to quite make it. Okay, that is another spike ball. Okay, yeah, that was a fairly easy one ball. I don't know what the point of the beetle things are. All they kind of do is just like fly overhead. I think they're just supposed to be set decoration more than actual enemies. Right, more loop-de-loops. Did they change the signpost from the first level to the second one? I feel like they're different. Again, that might just be me. Again, also one of the problems if you just come on with the remake, remaster, or whatever you want to call it, is that the side posts, that the end of act goal things are kind of posted to the right rather than the center, which looks a bit weird. I wouldn't, if you had no idea that that was what it's not supposed to look like, I'd say it looks fine, but I can definitely see why people who have played this game before would be like, why is this happening? Okay, unique sealed. I don't know what this is supposed to do. Okay, it gives you a ton of extra time on spikes. Would have been nice to know that, and I might have been able to plan accordingly. Okay, brilliant. That went very well. No, spin dash, spin dash. Okay, so probably should mention, considering all I've done this entire thing is spin dash, but Sonic does have the drop dash, and he does have a weird kind of peel out thing. I'll show you next time we reach flat ground. Kind of does this. It's kind of supposed to be a peel out. It's kind of not. It's just a infinitely worse looking peel out. Right, spring. It always kind of confuses me why so many fan game creators kind of use their own sprite for Sonic and characters like that, but then use sprites from Mania or something, Mania or Sonic 3 or whatever, for things like rings and stuff. Like, if you're going to go part way and make a sprite for Sonic, why not just bother? Why not bother making your own ring sprite and stuff? Because they also seem to have made their own like monitor sprite as well, because that looks to be slightly different version of that. Right, so this just appears to be like a sealed that gets 4 uses. It's not quite as unique as, say, the Elementive sealed or some of the ones I've seen in other games, but sealed are kind of that weird thing that everybody kind of just makes their own versions of, but then it's kind of that weird thing they use, like, every fan game's main gimmick seems to just be, ooh, look at our unique seals. But yeah, so far I admit it's perhaps an unfair comparison, considering I'm doing a bunch of like 2D fan games that were evidently not finished compared to Sonic Blast 2 and Sonic GT and stuff, but I would say that so far none of these have quite impressed me as much as those games have. I will see that some of these have had pretty nice effects and stuff. Okay, music's changed. Is that supposed to be speed sneakers or invincibility? We'll never know. This seems to be the simple answer. Yeah, see, they sometimes just have like really strange sound effects when you leave a thing. Right, so we'll do this boss and then we'll end the stream. And then I'll edit out the unsavory bits from accidentally said some things that I wasn't supposed to have said. Names and things. Right. Okay, so now we've got these weird curve things just to further confuse me when running through these. Okay, right. So I'm assuming that's the reason he has this weird acceleration thing, if you're near the edge, is just so you don't get crushed when you're on one of those curves. But yeah, I'm still not entirely sure whether these are supposed to give you Chaos Emeralds or whether they're just completely separate things, like bonus stages from Sonic 3. Because I've got like 100 rings, 150 rings in them, but I haven't actually seen any Chaos Emeralds yet, so I'm just going to assume that they don't give them to you. Again, curved backgrounds. Oh, that's the other thing I've realised why I don't like them, because they kind of got a transparency effect, but not fully. Like, some of them are missing entirely, others have transparency effect. Oh, it's not even properly cropped out this time. And that is just a reused frame. Alright, I'm assuming this is the point where I'm supposed to be able to start understanding what's going on in the story, considering that is, I'm assuming, a death egg. Oh wait, no, is that the weird tower thing that they keep showing at like this things? I like how there's such an obvious difference between when they're like tracing characters and when they're making their own sprites, when they're tracing sprites into the Sonic CD intro and when they're making their own. It's like so obvious. Like, look, see, compare that to what we just had. It's so obviously a completely different person making them. Rocky Right on boss. Right, is this the what? Okay, they kind of drops off waves. Okay. Other than that, it appears to have no weapons of any form. Unless you accidentally walk into the... Right, where am I supposed to hit this? Is it the blue thing? Yeah. Right, blue thing is the weak point. Honestly, that's a much easier weak point to hit than the last one. Is that it? Is that dead already? Oh, right, no, it's just gone. What am I supposed to hit now? Is it Eggman? Is that why he's kind of moving up and down now? Yeah, it's Eggman now. Phases in the Sonic fight. Was that particularly common in the classic games? I can't remember noticing any significant phases, or I don't know whether it might just not be particularly obvious. Okay, once you get to that point, okay, it even tells you what the weak point is the blue thing at the start, with a little red arrow. Very cute. I don't know why it's got a giant floating blue button at the bottom. Floating? It's not floating, it's very obviously connected. Oh. Is this a particular robot he keeps like redesigning in this game? Rather than the Eggmobile, they went, oh no, we're just going to get one that looks exactly like Breezy, that one sentient car that Amy had in Sonic Drift. Okay, momentum's getting kinda weird in this phase. What I've learned is that Sonic just cannot handle auto-scrollers, especially in boss fights. You know, there's a reason Sonic's Advance 2's boss fights were just kinda universally mocked. Right, okay, is that the actual fight? Is that the full fight? Yep. Sonic runs off ahead, but Eggman is still just kinda there. Okay, that's gonna be the entire live stream for today. I reckon once I've done tomorrow's stream with the final, which I think should be the final stream for Sage, I'm going to go back. I'm going to do like a retrospective on what I thought of Sage this year, and I'm also going to do a a couple of extra things. I'm thinking of maybe doing some commentary on stuff about like the IDW comics and things like that. Other than that, don't really know what I'm particularly going to do. So without further ado, ciao.